creativity is a beast that, personally, I don't think anyone's tamed yet. And a lot of the time, it's not the being creative part that's difficult. It's staying creative and being consistent with it. And that's the part that I struggle with the most. So here is 5 or maybe more tips that I find helpful to keep me creative. Tip number 1. Surround yourself with your favourite things. I like comic books, I like movies, I like nerdy things, I like Lego, I like a lot of different stuff. I like making things, I like creating art, I like drawing, I like painting, I like doing all of these awesome things. And those things keep my creative juices flowing, and they just are really good things to practice, to hone my skills, just to keep my brain going. And to go off on that, go down that rabbit hole. Because if you go down that rabbit hole, even if it's that dreaded doom scrolling or the YouTube rabbit hole, you might find things adjacent to your favorite topics, favorite niches, favorite talents, favorite whatever, that will go hand in hand with what you already do. So you might find a new way to draw Spider-Man, or you might find a different painting technique, or a different cosplay technique, or a different method to defeat that boss in that video game that's really been grinding your gears. So go down that rabbit hole, allow yourself the time to research your creativity. Then start doing. This is meant to be in all caps. Now, take those things that you've learned and apply them to that. That way, you're circling back around to your favorite things. So if your favorite thing is cosplay, for example, and you found a new technique to sew, you're now able to do this again. So you've done your favorite thing, you went down a rabbit hole, you learned a new technique, and now you're going to apply that to your favorite thing again. So you're just going round and round in circles, and this will keep you going for a very long time. And then kind of like an in-between thing here, I'm going to bring it down here though, because a lot of people don't necessarily like doing this. Go outside. I know it's the outside, it's icky, it's cold, or really too warm and sunny or rainy and wet, but you will find inspiration outside every single time. You might not realize it initially, but I promise you will. On to tip number 2. This is kind of scary, I'm sorry. Set goals, but set small ones. Because, and this is a really big reason here, if you suddenly have this massive goal down here that looks big and angry and scary and look like it might eat you or crush a Mario brother, this is going to deter you from doing the things that you really want to do. So keep them small, even if they're that small, or even just one of those tiny little blocks there. Even if they're small goals, you're still adding towards the big scary one, because I don't know if you've noticed, but this is made up of loads and loads of different goals. Even if they are the small ones, you're still adding towards this big goal by doing the small goals. Now, kind of a runoff from that is challenge yourself. Because if you challenge yourself while setting these goals, you're gonna fly. Because if you set yourself, I don't know, if you set yourself a 30-second film challenge, for example, so you've got to make a 30-second film within 2 hours, that will push you to a limit of sorts, and you will find ways to do things that you may not necessarily have known before. I think I spelled that wrong, but try new techniques, because why not? You're trying new things anyway. Try a new camera angle, try a new lighting setup, try a new editing style, try a new way to make a cosplay, try a new game that you haven't played, try a different level on that game that you've been grinding, or try a different class in D&D. Whatever you want, just try new things and then tick it off, because you're a legend. They like to lead, not to read. Number 3. Now this is one I need to get better at. Collaborate with others. Yep, I need to do this one because I'm really bloody bad at it. Sorry, I just am. I'm a very independent person, as many of my friends will tell you. Join that local photo, film, or hobby group, whatever it is you do. Join a local group of people that do that thing as well. You might be like, ew, people, why? Well, it goes back to the other things that I've already showed you. You're gonna learn new things from those people. I can guarantee at least one of those people in whatever group that is gonna know something different or new, or may even be better at your hobby than you are. And that's a really, really crucial thing. So join that local hobby group and just learn something new. Plus, you're gonna make some new friends within your niche. That's not really that scary when you think about it. You suddenly got a bunch more people to talk to about your favorite thing, which is incredible. Failing that, if you really don't want to join, dreaded local people, join the Facebook groups, join online groups for those things, because you're still going to learn new stuff. I promise. That is still going to be there. And you're going to learn more things. Only it is easier to talk to people in real life. And I find the people online can sometimes be a little bit something like that. That says grinchy, by the way. I was going to write cringe and started with the G, but there we go. It works. Number 4. My worst one. And yes, I'm not perfect. Is consistent spelled like that? Probably not. Stay consistent. Now, this is something I'm notoriously bad at. Yeah, just take a look at any of my socials. Which is why 2025 is going to be different, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, if you create yourself a posting schedule, stick to it. I know you can schedule posts on Instagram now. Incredible behavior from Instagram. I can do like a month's worth of content in a day, and then I'm fairly regular to the next time I remember to do more scheduled posts. So this is a game changer for people like me with forgetful memories or ADHD or whatever, I don't know. So whether that's twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, make sure you're doing that all the time. For instance, my YouTube channel, I want it to be every Friday at a time. I haven't decided the time yet, but every Friday I'm going to upload a YouTube video. Set deadlines. If you set yourself a deadline, whether or not that's you're going to film something by X date or you're going to have something edited by Y date, set yourself a deadline to make sure you stick to either this schedule, a goal, I don't know, something in your life will benefit from you staying to a deadline. Just to, be that guy. Post regularly, and I can't actually stress this one enough. If you post regularly on a consistent basis, no matter what platform you're on, you will start to grow. I've got a friend who was at maybe 3,000 followers on Instagram, right? In fact, I'll put his Instagram up here. He was on 3,000 followers on Instagram, and now look at where he is. I think at the time of filming, he is catching me up. Yep, he's catching me up. He's at 11.5 thousand followers, and that's only because he started scheduled posting, and he set himself some deadlines, and he posts regularly. So all of his content, whilst it looks incredible, by the way, is consistent, it's on time, and it's regular. And that will always just benefit you. The algorithm loves that. So do these things and you will go far. This one I hold to my heart a little bit too close, potentially. Allow yourself to rest. Now, I have been really, really bad at this, and I've actually suffered for about a year and a bit, maybe more, with incredible burnout. So what you want to do is avoid burnout with every ounce of your being, because this, I kid you not, is not a nice thing to have. Not being able to pick up a comic book, not being able to finish a cosplay, not being able physically, mentally, whatever, to do the things that you love will make you depressed and burn you out even more. So avoid burnout at all costs. It is scary. I'm getting there. We're getting there. This is these videos are all a part of that. I just want to give my advice now to you. So avoid the burnout. Some more obvious ones: whilst you're editing, whilst doing anything, take regular breaks. You don't want your eyes to go square, as my mum would say. Look, that's you if you don't take a break. Look, that's you. If you don't take a break, you're going to look like that, no matter who you are. And a weird one. This is weird because I've just told you, basically, throughout this entire video, from point 1 to point now, to be creative and continue to do the creative things. However, I'm gonna counteract all of that. Do non-creative things. Partake in non-creative hobbies, because what that'll do is that'll recharge you. Doing the non-creative things will just help you appreciate your creative stuff more. Plus, when you're doing these non-creative things, your brain can have time to process and think about the actual creative things that you're doing. So you're not going to burn yourself out, and you're taking a mental break. So do non-creative things in order to keep being creative. Sounds counterproductive, but I promise you it's not. If you've watched up to this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. For a small channel like mine, every view's a win. I think that's it for this video. I hope that some of these tips are going to help you get inspired in a way. Maybe they might not inspire you initially, but they might help you get inspired. I also would be really interested to see what inspires you, and if you've got your own ways of staying creative, I'd love to know that as well. So let me know in the comments below, or on my Instagram, or wherever you are. Just let me know. I'd love to know, and I'll see you in the next one. So catch you later.